Welcome to
Mr.
Mr.
College
College
Football.
Football. I'm your host, JG3, alongside me, co-host Holden. And we got a very special guest today, Jordan. This man's been a big fan for like 3 years now. And we just found out it was his birthday and we really wanted to get him on the show.
We're excited to have Jordan.
I'm excited to be on.
So, yeah, let's get started. We have a big week, week 3. Let's talk top 25. Let's get started. Takeaways from week 2. Let's talk about, I'd say, the game of the week, BYU Baylor.
Yeah, that game was crazy. Double overtime. Both kickers on both teams missed. So a total of 4 kicks were missed in that game. Chokes on both sides, but BYU's defense held out and got the upset. It was a great game.
You have thoughts, right? I know you were there.
Oh, Provo was bumping. The entire city going crazy. Entire probably state was going crazy after that.
Yeah, what a game. Big upset for BYU. They're looking really good. Let's talk about, we got 2 upsets here. We're going to go both of them. Notre Dame ate last week, right? They lose to Marshall. They've gone from there to unranked. Texas A&M, they were at 6 last week. Lose to unranked. How do you say it?
Appalachian
State.
Yeah, well, the Sun Belt Conference did insane. They also, Georgia Southern beat Nebraska, which Nebraska wasn't ranked, but that's still not a Power 5 win. So Sun Belt went 3-0 against Power 5 teams.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, big upsets right there. This last one, the Rise of Kentucky. They were at 20 last week, sitting at 8 this next week. So they had a big win in Florida. I mean, let's talk about the QB play at Florida. What was it, Richardson?
He played amazing against Utah. Then next game was terrible.
Last week we talked about he's the X factor, and surely he was. So
yeah,
let's get into this. A new slide we have. Biggest jumps, top 25. Oh, Kentucky went to 20-9, BYU 21-12, Tennessee 24-15.
I think Tennessee's the real deal this year.
Really?
I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah, a lot of big wins right here. Arkansas goes top 10. A&M 6 all the way to 24. Do you think they should have gone unranked?
No, I don't think they should have gone unranked, but it'll be a test for them this week against Miami, and I guess that'll be a big turning point in their season and how well they're gonna do.
I think so too. Let's jump right into it. Number 1 Georgia at South Carolina. I actually picked South Carolina to win last week. Spencer Rattler. That was a disaster. Do you see this game being close?
No. And didn't you have South Carolina in your college football playoffs?
I did, unfortunately,
Preseason?
have South Carolina with college football playoffs.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I don't think I had Georgia in there, so to me, I would, at the beginning of the season, I would have said maybe this is an upset, but no chance.
Yeah, I got
Georgia's
Georgia.
the scariest team in the nation. Easy win. Any thoughts, Jordan?
Georgia all the way, man.
Yeah.
No way they get beat this game.
They're gonna stay number 1 the whole entire season. I think they're gonna win it. Especially after, let's talk about Alabama. That game against Texas, man.
Yeah.
Texas QB gets injured. If the QB's healthy, did they win that game last week?
Yeah, I think they do.
100%.
Quinn Ewers was playing really well until got injured, and even when he got injured, they were still staying in the game. Like, they were playing well. But I think that little bit of edge, if they had their starting QB, they could have pulled it off.
Yep. Alabama had a scary close game last week, which probably would have put them out of the playoffs entirely, but maybe not. But yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about this game, but Alabama's gonna have to show the nation another week that they're actually here. So I don't think this is gonna prove much after they win this game. Let's talk about number 3 Ohio State versus Toledo. A lot of people think Ohio State should be number 2. I personally think they should be. I don't think Alabama should stay at number 2 after that last week.
No, but you gotta remember, Texas's atmosphere and everything. That was probably the hardest atmosphere that Alabama's not playing this entire season. And they come out with a W and that that big atmosphere, I think shows all up.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think Alabama should be 2.
Toledo, any chance of an upset?
No.
Jordan, you think chance of an upset? Toledo?
Honestly, this is going to be a hot take. I just think it's going to be close, guys.
Okay.
Ohio State's still winning, but it's going to be a lot closer than people expect.
I respect that take.
I feel like after this, though, Ohio State, they're definitely not going to move up after this game. No change in after this game.
I respect that take. I do think it'll be Ohio State 3 touchdowns plus.
Do you think Michigan can pass Ohio State? Michigan's at
Well, let's
4
go
right
ahead and
now.
go. We get 4 Michigan versus UConn.
Against UConn.
They have a set starter now, JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy's playing insane.
Yep, had a
First
great
two
game
games.
against Hawaii last week. So you don't think Michigan's going to pass Ohio State? After they beat
Because
UConn,
they're going to blow out UConn.
Yeah, I mean-
if you don't think that, you're crazy.
They're going to blow up UConn. I agree.
Well, week
Yeah.
0, UConn at Utah State.
They did put up a fight.
UConn put up a
Let's
fight.
talk about Utah State next week. Get blown out by Alabama by 50.
Well, and Utah
Texas
State,
made- Texas
Utah
made
State
it
lost to
1 point.
Weber State, though. Utah State
Yeah.
lost to Weber State, so is that really a good
I'm
showing for
a
UConn?
JG3 right here. Can I put it
That is true.
Texas put a 1 point game against Alabama. You're not even 50 within Alabama when you play them. They score in Alabama. I mean, to me, I do think Michigan will pass Ohio State this next week, especially after this big blowout.
I can agree with that take right there.
Ohio State will top 4, which I respect.
I think Ohio State will stay, but because I think they're going to blow out to the
I don't like Alabama too though, but that's just my take. Let's move on. Number 5, Clemson versus Louisiana Tech. Any champion wants that?
No, not much to talk about on this game. I got Clemson.
Yeah, I got Clemson 3 touchdowns plus. Jordan, close game.
No, not even close. Might be the biggest margin of the
Really?
entire week.
That's a take. Let's move on. Number 6, Oklahoma and Nebraska. Fire their head coach. Interim head coach stepping in. Your thoughts?
Especially with the at Nebraska, I think very upset worthy game that Nebraska
That's
could
true.
come out and win, and I think their players are going to be a little mad about their loss last week against Georgia Southern.
That's
So they might come out and play really well, but I still got Oklahoma.
I'm always one to love pick upsets. I can't here. It is in Nebraska with a great environment. New head coach for the week. It'll be a blowout. Oklahoma's blowing out Nebraska.
Really?
I don't think it's gonna be a close game at all. I think
Well,
Oklahoma's great.
You guys both touched on it, but I think the new coaching change, the atmosphere, guys, I'm taking Nebraska on this one.
Okay.
Sorry about that, but
Okay.
it is what it is.
I respect it.
I mean, he's a guest for a reason. Like, what do you expect?
Number 7 USC versus Fresno State. USC kind of showing they're still here.
The USC
They're the
is
Pac-12
good.
team of the year. They're supposed to represent for Utah and Oregon. It's embarrassing. Losses.
I got USC by multiple touchdowns.
Yeah, USC. I think they might touch top 6 this week, especially if some of those games are close. The Oklahoma game. I don't know if they'll. I don't know. We'll find out. I think it'll still be a blowout, but we'll see if they move up. They're seeing
You
a
got
7
USC as well?
Oh yeah, USC all the way.
Number 8, Oklahoma State versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. I don't know how these games are on the schedule. Let's say 40 plus, 50 plus. What are your
60? I
60.
mean, never even heard of Arkansas Pine Bluff before.
Me either. That's my first time. I'm assuming it's yours too, Jordan.
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
I think his
Oh,
sister went there, actually.
Not my sister, but definitely got some family heritage at Arkansas Pine Bluff. So
Are you picking them for the upset then here?
definitely not. I got Oklahoma State. Might drop 80 points this game.
80? You're 60? I'll go 50. All right, let's go. Number 9, Kentucky versus.
Got a little preview of the
Youngstown
next
State.
slide there.
Kentucky. I mean, what a great game last week. This is gonna be another blowout. They're gonna stick top 10. They're competing this year, so
Yeah, I got Kentucky as well.
Kentucky, no chance of an upset.
Yeah, Will Levis is going to play very well for Kentucky.
What a game last week. I mean, I don't know. Kentucky wasn't that crazy. It was more of Anthony Richardson blowing that. So I
You
don't know.
got Kentucky as well?
Kentucky.
They'll say top 10 this week. They'll win this, but we'll see down the line. I think they're gonna drop out pretty soon. Let's look at our next game. Number 10, Arkansas hits the top 10 from 16 versus Missouri State.
I got Arkansas. They looked really good last week against South Carolina, I believe. And
Yeah,
I think it's TJ Finley's their QB, and he's been playing well.
I picked an upset. South Carolina, Spencer out there. You feel me? But Arkansas top 10 team. I respect it. I think they're gonna blow out here. Stay top 10, sure.
Yep, Arkansas got this game under wraps.
So let's get into number 11, Michigan State at Washington. I actually saw something today. Washington's favored to win this by 3.5 or something. So
I mean,
thoughts on
Washington's
that?
environment's gonna be rocking.
I would agree. But do you think they have? I do think they have a chance of the upset there.
They definitely have a chance, I think, but I don't know. I'm always a conference kind of guy, and I think the Big Ten is a lot stronger than the Pac-12, and I think with all those games Michigan State plays in the Big Ten. They're going to be a lot tougher of team and ready to handle the Pac-12 team. So I got Michigan State.
Going to Washington. I got Washington with an upset.
Washington with an upset. I can see that. This can be a good game. Taking Michigan State though. Yeah, Spartans.
Let's go to potentially the game of the week. I mean, it's not the actual game of the week, but I mean, I think it is. You know, we're gonna have 2 ranked matchups this week. Here's the first one, number 12, BYU, huge win against Baylor last week. Move all the way from 21 to 12. Oregon touches top 25 again. Do you see a chance? They're going to Oregon. Do you see a chance of an upset?
I see a very, very high chance of an upset. And honestly, probably would pick Oregon, except I have too much of a heart to follow my favorite team. So I got BYU.
BYU's gonna win this game, show the country, you know, they're the real deal. I think last week they already showed a lot, but this is kind of testing them again. They win this game, they touch top 10 next week. BYU's gonna be contending for college football playoff this year. Jordan?
Yeah, I got BYU. Although it's gonna be scary, gonna be something to worry about.
I think
it's gonna be a tough environment at Oregon. Plus, they were coming off a double overtime game, and they had a lot of. I don't know. I don't think they might not have their focus right, but I got BYU still. They can do this.
And it's a statistic. After double overtime games, teams have a lower chance of winning. So
yeah,
we will find out how that game goes. That's gonna be a good game. Let's go to another good game of the week. Number 13 Miami. They're kind of moving up. They're kind of going slowly, unnoticed a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 24 Texas A&M dropped from 6 to 24. A&M had a super embarrassing loss last week. Do you think they're gonna take the upset here? You know, A&M's gonna come back this week.
Yeah, the A&M's definitely gonna bounce back, and especially with it being at home, I think for A&M, I got Texas A&M.
I got an upset as well. I think if they lose this game, they're out of the top 25, and you know, to keep their spot, they have to upset here. So I got A&M as well. Upset.
How about you?
I think Miami's gonna come in, just rocking. I see Texas A&M out of the top 25 next week. Miami's gonna win this one. Gonna come and take care of
Expect
business.
that. Got a late game on ESPN that night. So let's go to our next one. Number 14 Utah. They had a big win versus SU last week, and then they're playing San Diego State. They had a big win against SU last week. Dropped 7.
Well, I mean, big points wise, but big
oh yeah,
in wins is
they did move down.
terrible
13,
win, yeah.
They moved in 13 to 14.
yeah.
I mean, do you see a chance for an upset here?
No,
You know, unranked Florida beat them at 7, so
I got Utah.
Utah's home. I don't see a chance for an upset, but I think it'll be a close game, and I think Utah actually might move down again next week after this win.
Really,
I moved down last week against SU. I mean, there's enough teams. I mean, I don't know. There's a couple of big games that teams gonna move up. Even though they might win this, they might go to 15 or something. So I don't know. Jordan, upset.
No upset here. Taking Utah.
Yeah, I think Utah's gonna. They always have a rough start. That was against Florida week 1. So now they just gotta do what they did last season, and they gotta climb back up. Let's go to number 15. Tennessee had a big win last week versus Akron.
LeBron James, man.
Do you see a chance of an upset?
No, Tennessee's offense is insane this year. They have some of the most explosive offense, and I think they're gonna put up 70 points in this game.
I have to pick Tennessee too. I think they're kind of. I mean, they've actually. You could say they've gone unnoticed, but they've been getting a little bit of attention lately, and they're going to be contending this year. So I think this will be an easy win for them. They're good. They might move up a little bit. Jordan.
Tennessee's got this one. I could see them moving up as well.
Yeah, they might move up to 14 or 13. You know, we'll see if any teams get upset. Number 16, NC State versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech with that double overtime win against Houston last week.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of a similar position to BYU. You know, you get double overtime win. Now you have technically a lower chance to win this next game. They're playing number 16. Texas Tech to me is the upset team of the year. They're gonna upset another ranked team.
Yeah, I got Texas Tech as well. I mean, NC State, sure they might be 16, but if you saw them week 1 against East Carolina, they barely got by just because East Carolina's kicker missed a couple kicks. But I got Texas A&M with the upset.
I will downplay NC State every single week until they're out of the top 25. I don't think they should be here. So I'd love to see Texas Tech get the win here. Jordan.
I think we're gonna agree all over the table here.
Really, everyone's taking the upset.
Texas Tech's
gonna win
upset.
this one.
You guys heard it here first. Number 17 Baylor versus Texas State. come off a tough win last week against BYU. They had a
Tough
chance.
loss.
Tough,
Yeah.
I mean, tough loss. Yeah. It's kind of I don't know if any of you guys watched that game. They had some penalties down the stretch, which they should have won that game. They could have kind of handed it to BYU at the end there with those penalties. So they're playing Texas State, a small team. Like, do you think they're going to bounce back here or have?
Yeah, they're gonna bounce. They're gonna bounce back definitely. They're gonna drop a lot of points in this game and just come out with the W easy.
I think Baylor's going to be kind of disappointed. You know, a lot of analysts had them actually in their college football playoff, surprisingly. And I don't know if they're going to make it after that loss, even if they went out. So, but I think they will bounce back after a tough loss like that. But yeah, Jordan,
I think Baylor's going to bounce back.
I think we'll all agree. Number 18, Florida versus South Florida. Chance of an upset here.
Just slight, but yeah, there's a little bit of a chance, but I still got Florida.
Jordan,
Got Florida.
I mean, you see this guy. I mean, if he's not going to play again, if he's not going to show up, I'll take South Florida any day. But I will take Florida to take the win here. I just think he decides if their team's going to win or not. And I mean, that's kind of QB's job, but he's got a lot of weight on him. You know, he was in the Heisman running after last week. I don't know anymore. So we will see how he performs. I think that'll be a decent close game. So let's get into our next one. 19 Wake Forest versus Liberty.
I think Wake Forest is the real deal this year.
Really?
Yeah, they've just been playing really well, and I think they're gonna continue to play well. So I got Wake Forest.
Wake Forest is surprising me. You know, they've been kind of coming up. I think they'll take the win here, but you know, I don't think they'll contend. I think they'll drop out of the top 25 soon enough.
No,
But I mean, this week
their QB play is insane this year.
Yeah, he is nice. But Jordan, you have any chance of an upset Liberty?
No shot. Wake Forest has got this one.
Let's go to our next one. Number 20, Ole Miss at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, man, they're going to Georgia Tech.
It could be close, but
It should.
Ole Miss offense is, I think, too good, and Jackson Dart, I think, still starting for them. And I got Ole Miss.
You know, Georgia Tech. You know, they've been showing out lately. I'll take Georgia Tech for the upset here against
Wow.
the number 20 Ole Miss. Jordan, what are your takes?
I'm going with Ole Miss. I don't see how you can see an upset here. I think Ole Miss is just going to come in, probably move up next week, to be honest with you.
Ole Miss is out of the top 25 next week for me.
No.
So that's my take. Let's go on to the next game. Number 21 Texas versus UTSA. Any chance of an upset?
I mean, UTSA is definitely a good team. I mean,
Yeah, they
they
shown out lately.
barely lost Houston, and they've been playing good the last couple of seasons. But I think if you saw Texas against Alabama, Texas is just too much of a talented team to lose that game.
Heisman candidate here, Robinson. I mean, he's nice. I think Texas will dominate this game. I think they'll be top 20 next week. So, Jordan.
Texas is going to come off, and they're just going to win this.
Rough loss last week for them.
Yeah.
Almost a huge win against Alabama, but they are top 25 now, so it's good to see. Number 22, Penn State at Auburn. This is kind of a big game. You know, Penn State and Auburn always have these big games. You know, it's kind of different this year. You only have one ranked team. Auburn's kind of, you know, they're not here this year, but
Oh, they could be after if they win
going
this
to
game.
Auburn, Penn
It's
State,
at
and Auburn
Auburn,
are both huge environments.
They're both 2-0 so far.
I'll take Auburn for the upset here, honestly.
I got Penn State still, but I think it'll be close.
I think it'll be a good game.
Deciding factor here at Auburn. I'm taking Auburn as well.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a great game as well.
Definitely.
That's number 23 Pitt at Western Michigan. I mean,
Well, who was it? Western Michigan competed with Michigan State, if you remember, week 1.
yeah. I mean, they are it's weird. You don't hear them very often, but they did go. Didn't they go undefeated like 2 or 3 years ago?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I think
But I got Pitt.
they were top 25 2 or 3 years ago, I think, and I don't know. Sometimes they show up. So I'm not gonna take the upset here. I think Pittsburgh, they're gonna bounce back after a rough loss last week, but yeah, I'll take Pittsburgh here, Jordan.
Taking Pittsburgh here.
And I think that's all for our top 25 games this week. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys already haven't, please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy these videos. We love doing them. And thank you for being our guest this week, Jordan. It's been great to have you.
Hey, thanks
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thanks for having me
It was
on.
good.
It's been a dream come true. I've been watching you guys forever and big fan.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, thanks for watching.
peace out.
guys.
Subscribe to College Football.